Hey, so now that you've seen Galileo's experiment and played through it, if you haven't, you can always go to the links at the bottom to do so. You may be wondering, how did we actually make it? All of this is stuff that you or anyone could make in StoryLab. I'm just going to highlight 3 tricks in particular that we used to make this work so that you can understand how you might use them in your own stories. The first thing we did is we had something that I call the travel page. So if you go to the field, for example, at the bottom there is a list, and it tells you, oh, where do you want to go next? That list is not anywhere on this page. So how's that possible? That's just embed page. You can add a new embed page by going to macros and clicking on embed page. All it does is put one page inside of another page. And in this case, we added the travel page. What does the travel page look like? Well, I'll double click here, and you can see that it is just a list of all the places that you could travel to. So that's the first thing, travel pages. The second thing to look into is inventory. So you can pick up an item, but the question is really, how do you pick it up? Let's go back to the field again, and you'll see that here we have a link that you can use. If you click on it, you'll pick up a leaf. How does that work? Well, in this case, we actually have we have a switch statement with 2 ifs inside it. The first if is if picked up leaf is true. So this will show up if we've already picked up the leaf. However, if we haven't already picked up the leaf, we'll go to this one. And this one, the second switch if, is the default one. That's why it says true there. I'll double click this to expand this. So the first time you pick up a leaf. So the important thing to note here is that there's a set macro inside the switch if that says picked up leaf equals true. You can add set macros by clicking on the set button here. So that's what happens if you've never been to this page before and you haven't already picked up the leaf. But what happens if you have picked up the leaf and you come back to this page? Well, now we just say something different. Now we say you are already carrying a leaf, so you do not need it anymore, for now at least. Let's demonstrate this in preview mode. So we're going to use preview mode to sort of skip around and play with things. Here we are the first time, and we can see that we get this sentence. You pick a leaf up from the tree and bring it with you. Since we're in preview mode, everything is going to stay when we refresh the page. So picked up leaf is going to be set to true. So if I refresh it, I should see that I'm already carrying a leaf. Those are these 2 ifs. So that's inventory. Those are the 2 big tricks. I don't want to make this video any longer. The third one is really just a combination of those 2. So if you are interested in trying out StoryLab, I suggest you take a look at the post on this game so you can learn more about it and read all the other articles. Thanks.